Hi everybody. This is a review section for the first grade of GAFL about a story about Black Death pandemic. So last time we talked about this section talks about the disastrous encounters preceding the pandemic. So in summary, this section describes and explains some other nature's phenomenon or natural disasters that occur like around like 13 period in European areas. So this disaster or natural phenomenon it contributed to the Black Death pandemic to like spread or further or easier to European areas. So there are some other calamitous crises occur in European area. For instance, like the Great Famine in 1315, it caused by too much abrupt increase of population and there was sudden cooling of medieval climate. So the production of agriculture decreased and population increased so much. So people went through this situation of the Great Famine in 1315 and it killed like 10% of population. So unfortunately, many people in Europe, they were malnourished and quite weakened and in result, the mortality rate was quite high in this time. So many babies got killed during these tough times. And also, this in 1330, Asian kingdoms they started exploring some of the areas, and as they approached to the central area, Central Asia, there seemed to be a bacteria indigenous in that area is indigenous is like original. So there was bacteria inhabiting in the Central Asia area. So some Asian kingdoms they come across with this bacteria while they're exploring the Central Asia and killing millions of people. And also this plague threat to Europe, it traveled along the new trade route toward Europe. So in other words, bacteria traveled along with this trading route and it spread approach to this more of the European area. And in 1346, when the Tartar Mongol they captured Kaffa area, and the Kaffa is the old name. It's not used anymore, but this Kaffa is located in Crimea Peninsula, and the Mongol captured this Kaffa area. So there was this Italian man named Gabriel. He left a record about his journal, about his experience that he witnessed in the Kaffa all the times. So the Tatar leader of Mongolia, he ordered his soldiers to put the course into the catapult and throw it into the city in the hope that that disgusting stench that will kill the people inside the Kaffa, hopefully. And with this action, of course, there was rats in the city, and combined the rats and the infected corpse, it caused many people in Kaffa to unintentionally came across with the plague before they run away to the Europe. And at the same time, so there was the 100 years of war from 1337 to 1453. England and France they were engaged with each other for war, and in this time when the soldiers when they fought against each other, they fought in a close distance. So I guess between while these soldiers are engaged in fighting against each other, the virus might spread among them. And also the front line, the medical treatment, the doctors and nurses who are who are curing these soldiers, and they prioritize the battle wound first. So those doctors and nurses in the front line, they didn't really care about the soldiers who are suffering from the disease or suffering from the plague. so they cared more about the soldiers first. So these soldiers with infected disease, they you know sometimes encounter the disease in the battlefield, and when they go home, they unintentionally spread the bacteria to its family members, unfortunately. So I guess this is how far we covered last time. So we'll continue our next section in next video. Okay. Again, thank you for watching. Okay. Bye.